Hello, partners. The other day, my researcher and writer Dennis Daly called me while he was sitting in his car next to a huge monument to today's honoree. It happens to be the largest monument to a single American outside of the nation's capital. It honors George Rogers Clark, whose famous older brother was William Clark of Lewis and Clark fame. Like his brother William, George was a lover of the American frontier. But it is what George and a small detachment of men did in 1779 that he earned the nickname the Conqueror of the Northwest when they captured the British fort at Vincennes, Indiana. This was the only battle of the Revolutionary War that was not fought in the 13 colonies. So when the war was over, the negotiators met with the British and rightfully said that the new America extended to the west and beyond. I can just hear one of the British negotiators saying, "Of course we still own the lands west of the Appalachian Mountains." And old Ben Franklin said to these guys, "Hey, wait a minute, hold on there. You remember in February of 1779 when George Rogers Clark and his men captured your fort at Vincennes? I'm sorry, Mr. Negotiator, but we own the entire West." And now, partners, because of the courage of Clark and his men, the future of the new America was secure, and so was the fact that it would be transcontinental. Yes, the British, when they signed that treaty, gave up what became known as the Northwest Territory. Today, the states of Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and Wisconsin owe their existence to George Rogers Clark. By the way, Vincennes eventually became the center of the government for the new lands. Sadly, George Rogers Clark made some bad land investments. He had to have a leg amputated after falling into a roaring fire, and he never was paid back for all the money he spent helping during the Revolutionary War. He died a sad and impoverished man. Jimmy, that is a sad ending, isn't it? Yeah. But remember this, in the final years, George was able to watch the countless wagons of Americans moving west, going into the lands that he had secured by making sure America would have that huge frontier. Let's say his name again, George Rogers Clark. In his own way, partners, he won the West. Next week, in celebration of Thanksgiving, I'm going to retell the wonderful story of a woman we call the Patriot in the kitchen. Until then, you know the drill. Find that big old red X up there at the right and click hit it, and you'll be magically transported back here to the report page. I love you guys. Yes, I really do. Go get 'em, Tigers!